Hi, I'm Mike. I'm the creator of Ghoulash, and today we are going to try something a little special. We're going to have a complete demo of the paper version of Ghoulash. Ghoulash, the game of pen and paper peril. And today we want to illustrate just how portable the game of pen and paper peril is. You can play it anytime, any place, with anyone, and also to illustrate the fact that it's a great social distancing game. We're going to be playing it with our friend, if I can find him. There he is, Rick Cupp, who lives in Kenai, Alaska. Now, to illustrate just the distance between us, let me show you. Here's a map of North America. Now, here I am. I am in Pensacola, Florida, which is on the westernmost tip of the Florida panhandle, way down here. And Rick is way across the country, literally across the country, here on the Kenai Peninsula in Kenai, Alaska, just south of Anchorage. So we are going to play a game of Ghoulash because it's very easy to play over any video conferencing app or play it over. You can play it. I've played Ghoulash over Twitter, anything like that. So anyway, let's get back to Rick. Now, Rick, we're going to. We've already set up our charts. Ghoulash is played it's played entirely on paper using these specially designed charts that we sell in our Ghoulash game books that you could get at Ghoulash.com, and I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But anyway, the game is played entirely on these paper charts. These are, we just call them the game charts, and there are 4 locations in the books. We're going to play today on the city. This is the city chart, but we also have the lab, and then we also have temples, and finally we have the warehouse. But in each of those locations, the gameplay is the same, and the victory conditions are the same. Ghoulash takes place in a world that is overrun with these giant green deadly monsters called ghouls. And the object of Ghoulash is to be the first player to hunt down and destroy all 8 of the ghouls that are in the game. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, as you can see on the game chart, we have 2 grids. One grid will be used as the movement grid. The other grid is what we call the obstacle grid. Here on the chart indicates all the items and obstacles that you hide from your opponent on one of the grids. I like to do it on the bottom grid. I use that as my obstacle grid, and then I use the top grid as my movement grid. Now, as you move through the grid, as you'll see, we'll just be describing our moves to each other. And then as we move, the opponent's going to follow along on their obstacle grid and tell us what items and obstacles we've encountered. And again, the first player to destroy all 8 ghouls wins the game. Now, in the course of the game, we're going to get wounds. And we have wound meters here. You take, with each wound, you cross off one dot on the wound meter. If you get 12 wounds before you find a first aid kit, then you die and you lose the game. So anyway, we have already placed our items and obstacles and ghouls on the obstacle chart. And by the way, as you can see, we're playing on these nifty Ghoulash clipboards that are also available at Ghoulash.com. Okay, Rick, I tell you what, we're all set. We've got our items placed, and let's get going. I'll let you go first. So we'll start in the center, in the city grid. We start in the center square of the grid.
Okay, I am going to start, and I am going to move to my left, moving west 5 squares.
Okay, you make it.
Okay, I should be at the door to a building right in front of me.
Right, you're at 7C.
Yes, so I want to move to 8C.
Okay, and as soon as you do that, you get hit by debris.
Ah,
Now, debris causes the player to suffer a wound, so he's going to have to cross off one wound here. And also, that's an encounter, which means his movement is over. His turn is over. So now I am going to start, and let's see. I think I'm going to go north, due north, all the way to the wall at the intersection there.
okay, nothing happens.
Okay. Then I'm going to go one square west to the left,
No encounter.
all the way north to the wall.
No encounter.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way east to the wall.
To the wall.
Yes, all the way to the wall.
Okay. So
I'm
you're
okay.
now at L14.
I am at L14.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go south 3.
Okay.
Do I
No
make it?
encounters.
Okay. Now Rick, what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to head east, and then I'm going to retrace my path all the way up and around to the doorway of the building at J14. Okay?
Okay.
Do I make it?
Yeah, you're going to go west, do you say?
I'm going to go west
Yes.
to the corner, then go north, and then go 3 to the east and stop at the doorway. Do I make...
No encounters.
Okay. I'm going to go south into the building, 1.
No encounter.
And then I'm basically, what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to go to the right, I'm going to go east, and then just make a circuit of that little building and wind up back at the doorway.
Okay, you can go east 1 square, south 1 square. When you go 3 squares to the west at 12H, you hit debris.
Debris.
Yes.
Okay. So I get a wound. Now the debris that Rick and I have encountered, that stays there for the remainder of the game. So we cannot go back into that square without suffering another wound. So, okay, Rick, you're back at 8C inside that building. So
Yes.
you're in the debris zone. So where are you going?
Okay, I will take 1 square west
Okay,
and then 2 north.
you're good.
Then I will move all the way to the east to the end of that building.
Okay, you're going to go 3 because at 10E is a ghoul.
Yes. Oh, awesome.
Ghoul attack. Okay, so what I'm going to do for the ghoul attack, I'm going to indicate a weak spot on one of the ghoul graphics here. I'm just going to circle the number, and then Rick is going to take shots at the ghoul, guessing numbers 1 to 6. Every time he misses, he's going to suffer a wound. Okay, whenever you're ready, Rick.
Okay, 4,
No, miss.
2,
No, miss.
5.
No,
I'm sorry to hear you say that. Okay, 6.
miss.
Woo, 3.
You got him. So he destroyed the ghoul, so he gets to score 1 on his score chart, but he suffered 4 wounds in the course of fighting that ghoul. So now he should be up to 5 wounds now. Again, if he gets 12, then he's out. So, okay.
So I'm going to be in search of a first aid kit.
Right. Okay, so I'm back up at 12H. I'm going to go north 1.
No encounter.
I'm going to go back to the doorway to the east.
And no encounter.
Okay, north out of the building
Okay.
to the I'm going to go right 2 to the east.
Okay. No encounter.
Down 3,
No encounter.
1 to the west.
No encounter.
Then I'm going to go south and enter that building.
Okay. No encounter.
Okay, all the way to the west,
Okay. That's clear.
all the way to the south.
That's clear.
2 to the east, to the right.
You can only go 1 to the east because there you encounter a ghoul.
At 4J.
Yes, 4J.
Okay. All right. So now Rick will indicate a weak spot, and then I will begin to fire at the ghoul. You ready? 5.
No.
6.
That's a miss.
Oh. 4.
That's a miss.
1.
That's a miss.
Man. Okay. 3.
Oh, that's a miss.
Okay.
Sorry.
It was
Sorry.
2. Okay. All right. But I did get that ghoul, but I suffered 5 wounds, so I'm up to 6 wounds. Now I am going to be looking for a first aid kit now. Okay, Rick, we're back in your building down there at 10E where you just fought a ghoul.
Right. I'd like to go to the east, those 2 squares.
Yes, fine.
Okay. Then I would like to drop 1 square
Yes,
and then move west 4 squares.
you can make it.
Okay. Now I'm going to move back to the east 4 squares.
Right.
Then I'm going to drop 1.
Yes.
And then I am going to move 4 squares to the west.
Okay, and enter that debris zone.
Yes.
Okay. Like we said, the debris stays there for the duration of the game. So he had to voluntarily move in there, and he will suffer another wound. So you're up to 6 wounds now, too, then, right? Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Which side?
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and search that building. I'm going to go 1 to the east, to the right.
Okay, you can do that.
Going to go all the way north to the corner.
No encounters.
1 west.
And you have just discovered a first aid kit.
Seriously.
Yes.
Okay, so at J9 was the first aid kit.
Right.
Okay, so what I get to do is, because I've encountered this first aid kit, you don't have to use the first aid kit if you don't need it. You can leave it where it is, come back and pick it up later. You can't pick it up and take it with you, but you can leave it to use later. However, since I'm already up to 6 wounds, I'm going to use this first aid kit. So I'm going to cross through this wound meter here, and then I'll just start afresh on the next wound meter below.
Okay.
So,
and now that first aid kit disappeared, right?
yeah, the first aid kit disappears, and then and that was an encounter, so that ends my turn.
Okay.
So you are coming out of the debris zone.
Yes. So that's 1 south.
Yes.
Then I will go 2 west
Okay.
and then move all the way to the top to the building.
No, you're going to go 2 north, and then at A9 is a ghoul.
Aha.
So
I need to do well in this battle.
yes, you do. You could. Well, you can't die from this battle, but you could, because you will only the most you can get is 5 wounds in a ghoul battle. So, all right, I have indicated the weak spot of the ghoul.
Okay. 4,
Miss.
1,
Miss.
6,
No. Miss.
5,
What'd you say?
5.
Yes, that is a hit.
Ah. Whew, thank you. Nice.
Okay. So I'm back in the building where I picked up the first aid kit. I'm at 9J. I'm going to head south forward to the wall.
Okay, you can move 2,
Uh-oh.
and you get another ghoul.
Oh, no. Um, okay. All right, well, I'm on a fresh wound meter, so... Okay, whenever you're ready. You ready?
Yes, ready.
2.
No.
6.
Miss.
4.
Got it.
Good.
Dead center.
Okay. So I have 2 ghouls so far. And Rick, you have 2 ghouls, so we are tied.
Yes, thank you. I forgot to mark my second ghoul.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you need to do that. Okay, so back to you. You're at 9A.
Okay, let's continue to the top, to the building.
Okay, to 11A.
Yes.
You're good.
Okay, 3 to the east.
Okay, on the third, the right outside the door there at D11 is a debris zone.
Aha. Oh, wait a minute. You probably think I'm getting worried right about now.
All right, so what does that bring you up to as far as wounds?
I've got 9 wounds.
Ooh, goodness. Okay. All right. I'm at 7J where they fought the ghoul.
Yes.
So I'm going to go 2 south.
And no encounter.
1 to the west.
To the east.
I'm sorry, you're right, to the east.
Good.
And then 2 south out of the building.
Okay, no encounters.
Let's see, which building should I do next? I will go 1 to the east.
Okay.
3 north.
No encounter.
I will go east into the building.
Still clear.
Let's go south 2.
Clear.
I'm going to go east 2 into the corner.
Clear.
North 2.
Clear.
West 1.
When you do that, you hit a hole.
Okay, so at N6 there's a hole.
Yes.
Okay, so I've fallen into a hole, which means I lose my next turn. So Rick, you are at 11D. Where are you going?
Correct. Let me go 1 north. I'm going to enter the building.
Okay.
And then why don't we go ahead and go west to the corner.
You make it?
North to the corner.
Yes. You're good.
Okay, let's go east 1 square.
1. Okay.
South 1.
Okay.
Now, let's go all the way to the east 4 squares.
Okay. You make it?
Okay, north 1.
Okay.
Now 4 to the west.
Okay, you can go 3 to the west. At C14 is a ghoul.
Whoa, okay. I was hoping you'd say that was a first aid kit.
I'm sorry.
Right, all right. I am ready. I've got this ghoul's number.
I hope so. Go ahead.
Okay. 1.
No, it's a miss.
Okay. 3.
No. This is the last one.
This is the last one. I kill the ghoul or he kills me. 6.
6? You got him.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Okay, so you are on your last wound. The only thing is, Rick, you can't get out of that building without entering the debris zone.
Yes, but is there a first aid kit hidden in that building?
We'll see. Okay, so back. I'm in the hole, so I lose my turn. So it is back to your turn.
Oh, that's right. I've got another turn. Well, you can guess that I will go 3 to the east, drop 2 to the south,
Okay, you're good.
and move 2 to the west.
Okay. I'm sorry, there was nothing else in that building.
Nice. Well played.
So
Next move.
yeah, so Rick was forced to go into the debris zone. So he has 12 wounds, and unfortunately that ends the game. Rick, I'm gonna hold up my chart here to show you that let me see, the first aid kits were. Do you see them?
Yes. I should have gone south instead of north.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Well, and here's my board.
lift it up a little.
Lift it up.
Lift it up, yeah, just a little bit. Oh, I see. Okay, so, well, actually, yeah, we kind of did things the same way. We now lowered a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, just like that. So you had one down there and then one up in this building. So, and I was going to go north next. I wasn't going to go to the bottom building next. So I would not have gotten that other first aid kit. So.
And in that top right, you would have found a ghoul, a debris, and a hole, all 3.
Oh,
Top
goodness.
right there.
Oh, wow. Well, good game, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
That was awesome.
Another year, a virtual fist bump, dude. There we go. From Alaska to Florida. So anyway, that's how you play Ghoulash, the game of pen and paper Peril. And if you go to Ghoulash.com, well, first of all, at Ghoulash.com, we have a link that allows you can download the city grid for free in PDF. We also have the rules. You can download that on the page for the pen and paper Peril game. But we also have the store, the Ghoulash store, where you can buy the game books. The game books are only $2.95, and you can get one. But we also have bundles where you can get 5 and 10 at reduced prices. So what we have actually done the math that proves that you actually save money by buying our Ghoulash game books than you would if you were to try to print them yourself at home, say, or take them to a copy shop. They're actually cheaper to buy at Ghoulash.com. You can also get our nifty clipboards. We have our Ghoulash pens. And we also have... Oh, there it is. Rick was using an official Ghoulash pen in the game, as I was. And we also have our card game, Ghoulash, the game of card Calamity, which is a game for 2 to 4 players, which is actually based on the paper game. It's played in a similar fashion with a grid that you travel through and hunt ghouls. And the first player to get 10 victory points by the destruction of ghouls wins the game. And we have the card game at the website for 2 to 4 players. We also have accessories for this. We have a nifty game mat. We have playing pieces and all sorts of cool things at Ghoulash.com. Please go check it out. I hope you've enjoyed watching us demo Ghoulash, the game of pen and paper Peril. And we hope to see you again soon. See you at Ghoulash.com, we hope. And take care. Bye-bye.